Snacks. The perfect companion for any adventure. Art. It makes things more enjoyable. So, what if you combined these two things and made an enjoyable art piece that also held your snacks on adventures? The idea we've come up with is a mug. It will be shaped like an acorn that can come apart into two compartments for holding snacks. We didn't want to spend money on this project, so we're gluing up a bunch of scrap cherry instead.
With the glue dry, we started removing material on the bandsaw, but then we moved to hand tools for more control around the rim.
Very nice sharp chisels. Is that okay to do that and like slam it into the table?
Not really.
No?
You should just be cutting it like butter. But nothing about that chisel's sharp.
We know some basic sharpening, but all of these chisels needed a lot of regrinding to make a new edge. It's a skill that requires a bit of learning before you can see results. So it kind of stalled the process a little. But eventually, we got a sharp enough blade to continue.
Yeah, so it's going pretty well. The main thing here is kind of just that it's all end grain. It's nice though that we do have this tool. It makes it way easier, but it's still taking its time. It's gonna take a little while before we actually get to a good thickness on the outside and to the bottom, but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Planning this mug as we go makes it difficult to estimate a timeline. We have an adventure coming up in 10 days, and we'd like to take it with us to test it out in action. Hopefully, we finish in time to take it with us.
So I've just finished shaping out the top angle, and I'm pretty happy with that. The next stage is to start kind of carving the bottom here, and getting that kind of that like nice acorn cut cap thing that like kind of curls around, and that's the next step.
Yeah, so next on the list here is actually getting the dimensions of the top here onto the acorn lid, because this is actually very important, because if these two pieces don't fit right, the whole mug kind of goes to shambles.
Machines are very good at doing precise jobs, but for humans, it takes a lot of skill and patience. Fitting the top part of the mug to the bottom is very finicky. You need to carve away material until they fit together smoothly with no gaps.
So this next part of the mug here is crucial for it to function properly. The plan is to make this latch to fit together. There's a little groove here, there's a little notch in here, and then it would go like this, fit together, and then it would like put on, and then there'll be something else to hold this side on.
Came up with this design so that there would be few moving parts. A mistake here would affect the entire function of the mug.
Oh, that was too much. Oops.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just finished the outside perimeter of the handle here. Next up is to start drilling it, and hopefully it goes well.
There's a burr on the end. We need to take off the burr.
Yeah.
It's really hot already.
Struggle. Just caught it in time. Almost tore the green. Beautiful. And there we have it. Mug all done.
I'm just figuring out how to do the lid, the top right now, and
We decided on a design that's close to a real acorn, but has some added interest. The plan is to carve little grooves that curve down the lid using these lines as guides.
Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, not making it super dramatic. Next step to the project now, though, is to start working on the base here, just so it prevents rocking and just kind of looks a lot nicer. So we were actually debating between sanding the outside and chiseling it, and we came to the conclusion of just chiseling it because, first of all, it just looks nicer, but it feels nicer too.
We did sand, however, the inner layer and the handle for a nice smooth finish. And since we didn't have a tool for these hard to reach places, we did it tediously by hand.
Cool. Guess I just gotta tie the knot now. Doesn't come off. Oh, look at that. So cool. Let's go.
So the project's done, but the unfortunate part is that the last section was actually filmed after our trip. We weren't quite able to finish on time. All that was left was the finishing and the leather strap. We did, however, bring it with us anyways, with a small bottle of mineral oil to do the finishing out there.
Here it goes. Totally brings out the color.
So with it finished now, we were able to use the acorn mug in action, which was quite exciting. To finish the video though, we're going to need to revisit our venturing hiking friend from earlier. Hey, if you've made it to the end, thank you. If you're interested in seeing what we make next, you can watch that here. It's our biggest project yet. It's pretty cool. Bye.